Yo, we here for the first live podcast here in Detroit. It's your guy, it's Michigan Real Estate, your real estate king, and I got a special guest here by way of Detroit, Michigan. He is not a guru, he is a guru. I'm giving him his accolades because I do have his receipts. That's the stuff that you see on crypto base and Coinbase and whatnot. So he actually has classes. We're going to talk a little bit about that towards the end of the show. But he had a little bit of time to kind of come on in and give us a few minutes of wisdom. And we're going to just kind of freestyle tonight by way of being in here in Detroit. This is like the first kind of a test, what you want to call it, a podcast. All right. So if you get a chance right now, I want everybody to go to Digital Dollars on Instagram and also on Instagram, it's Michigan Real Estate because he'll probably be floating in here, in and out. But without further ado, we got Mr. Digital Dollars here at the table.
And it's actually Digital Dollars Trades. All right, Digital Dollars underscore Trades. That's the Instagram, man. But appreciate your eloquent introduction, man. That was good, man. I appreciate it.
Hats off right there to the guru. So yeah, you fall in here in Detroit. I know you've been kind of floating in and out. You've seen a lot of what's going on here in Detroit.
Right.
I'm a big guy on the whole real estate tip, but as of lately, before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Punk. Punky. Excuse me, Punky. It's like one of my new coins that I kind of got involved with by way of some of the insight from Digital Dollars. And he's going to kind of expound a little bit on what this crypto game is like. We're going to be on here talking a little bit about real estate, crypto, coins, Detroit, different markets, you name it. We might get into like movies as well because Detroit really has a quiet second coming of the movies coming out from William. We talking the stock market as well. So this is gonna be a range, different guests coming in. But man, tell me how you feeling, man? You got into Detroit, and I know the market getting ready to open on. Well, you know what? Tomorrow's Monday, so
it's Juneteenth. I'm actually looking forward to
Juneteenth.
Some time off. I actually don't have to get up in the morning and do any charting. But yeah, I mean, as far as Detroit goes, Detroit now is way different than when we grew up. So obviously, I grew up here. I spend the majority of my time in Memphis, but recently, in the last year and a half, got some property in Detroit, so I come back here every month to spend some time and basically just trying to grow my footprint here, in this city, man. Detroit's, real up and coming. So for the people that are trying to become more financially literate, that's pretty much what I like to consider my specialty. So, and there's a lot of ways, when it comes to financing, there's, you can trade, there's investing. Investing and trading are two different things, okay? Trading is not necessarily investing, okay? Trading is trading, investing is investing. And there's different layers, all of it gets pretty intricate, but when it comes to investing, you can like Emmett right here, his thing is real estate. I've got some real estate investments, but that's not really what I consider my niche. I'm more of an options trader, a long-term investor, and a crypto investor. So if you're trying to build out a portfolio that's respectable, and you want to do that by trading or learning about stocks or crypto, then give me a holler.
No, wait. I mean, you talked about the option stuff,
Right.
and I know you got a class as well. I'm still trying to put my ones and twos together to get into that class, but can you expound a little bit about that class and what you've been witnessing in the market? Because I mean, I've been hearing a lot of people been getting a lot of coins out of your class as of late. They just been dropping it like a Hiroshima bomb. So I've been looking at some receipts on your IG, and it's been bubbling.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people claim that they can make you money and that they can do things, but you got to come up with receipts, right? The information I put out there, it's undeniable. It's not fake. It's a lot of people that are out here, and they say they do X, Y, and Z. But if somebody can't show you, see, when you're looking for a mentor, there's certain things you want to look for. One, like my name is Trey. My name is Trey Munson. I go by Digital Dollars. And my website is digitaldollarstrading.com. When you get with a mentor and they have an alias or some kind of fake name that's not really there, it's like you gotta kind of you gotta think twice about things like that. Like, why is this person hiding, or how come I don't ever see this person's face, or how come I don't know this person's real name? It's probably because they're out to get you. But as far as answering some of your questions, with my website you have a few different options. So like there's a weekly plan where you can pay week to week to access my signals, or you can take the monthly plan. I have a yearly plan. So as far as the classes go, with a yearly plan. So if you make the yearly commitment to my trading group, which is $1,000, $999, whatever you want to say, that comes with a free class to where you get a Zoom call with me that might last up to 2 hours. But I make things really, really simple, especially for my people. So wait
a minute. Hold on. Because I heard you say $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a nice little piece of change right there. So
it depends how you look at it. So when I say $1,000, it comes with a 2-hour Zoom class. So after the 2 hours, you're going to understand everything about trading. Okay, you're not going to be a great trader, but you're going to understand the concepts. You're going to understand how to enter into trades, how to get out of trades. You're going to understand appropriate risk management.
Got it.
So when you think about it, you're paying $1,000. You're getting a class, but you're also getting a year worth of access to me. So when you break it down by 12 months, you're really talking about $80 something a month. That's not a lot of money to invest in your financial future.
So wait. We get access to you for the rad?
For the rad.
Okay.
For the rad.
All right.
See, I don't particularly care for the people just to be honest, I don't care as much for the yearly signups because I lose with that. Okay. I've given you 2 hours of my time, and then you're getting 12 months of making money off of it. All right. Mm-hmm. Now with the monthly, that's $150 a month.
Got it.
I prefer that.
Now this is what I like about this whole situation. What I've been, on the fence about, and I can say when I go to your IG page, you can see the receipts, and you can't make up screenshots of actual trades where people are actually winning. And I want to say, even one of your clients used to be a lawyer. He ain't even lawyering no more. He didn't leveled up overseas, and he's doing this full time.
Yeah. He quit his job as a full-time attorney, and he's probably the member that I have a lot of members, but he was one of my first, and he's really made me proud, man. He's done a great job, and it started. It's funny because I can go to my Instagram now and look at his old messages. Like his first week, he was really frustrated, and it wasn't really working out how he thought it was, and to see him now, he's making I have people in my group who make thousands of dollars a day.
Got it.
And it's not really that difficult if you understand how to control your emotions and have proper risk management. So I've got a lot of students.
Even a guy that's overseas as a soccer player too. You told me about as well. So
yeah, I got a professional soccer player. His name is, I want to say, Mark Bola.
Okay.
I believe it's Mark Bola. I've got a lot of celebrities in the group. It's not even about that. I don't care who the person is. What I noticed in the industry when it comes to trading is that there's a lot of people that provide services, but all of these services pretty much require somebody to already have experience in the game. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to create something for people that don't know shit about investing, but want to learn.
Right.
Right. So I'm willing to do the extra groundwork to find somebody who has zero experience and take that person from zero experience to whatever their goals are. Right. And I don't really know too many people that are doing that. There's a lot of people who provide trading services, but it requires you to already understand the basics. Right. And so with what I'm doing, it's great for if you already understand and you're experienced, great. You could just take the trades and make some money. But if you don't know anything about anything, but you do have a little bit of time to invest into learning, then my service is what you're gonna want, because we take people from ground zero to hero.
And clearly you didn't kind of went from like ground zero. You took some losses, and then I think you've been involved in this since like 2016. Is it fair to say, or 2010? Studying the market?
Well, I took my first trade in 06.
06.
06 is but that's not when I became a trader. I was just introduced to trading around 06.
Okay.
It wasn't until 2016 I really started going like full time. Like, this is what I'm doing. All the other time in 06, I did it for a while, didn't have much success.
Yeah.
Kind of fizzled out. I took a few years, didn't do anything. I was kind of dibbling, dabbling back into it, back and forth. And it wasn't until like 2016 where I was full go.
Right.
And this is what I.
Because now it's like, I mean, you teaching, you trading, you doing all that jazz. I mean, for those of you who don't know, we kind of all hung out, went to school together. I want to give a quick shout out to a couple other guys, Mike, Gabe, people we went to high school with. But now you live in a different type of lifestyle. That's what I want to talk about as well, because I know we kind of go back and forth about real estate versus crypto. I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my hands around the whole crypto thing, but I like the idea of putting something in an asset every month. Every month is paying back.
Exactly.
Without a shadow of a doubt. But then, this new coin that I got involved in by way of you, we're going to expound a little bit on Punk a little bit, which I like. His story, I got some money parked into that as well, but I got money parked into the real estate thing. But it just seemed like you got a lifestyle now where you ain't got no 9 to 5. You floating here, you floating there. You could be in Montego Bay. You could be in Detroit one weekend. So it's a lifestyle as well. And you talk a lot, on your page about having that access to freedom. And I see the same thing in the real estate when you're able to purchase a rental property and get, that residual income every month.
Yeah. So, I mean, for me, there's nothing, everybody has their own goals, right?
Yeah.
The most important thing in my life is my freedom. Okay? My life is about freedom. I've got kids. I've been in corporate America before, so I understand both sides. And what's important to me is when my kids have things going on, I can be there.
So wait. Make sure I'm clear. You didn't walk away from corporate America.
Yes, I walked away from corporate
Y'all
America.
hear that? I mean, I don't have a corporate America job, but I got a couple hustles as well, but I do real estate full time. I mean, that's wonderful, man. I mean, I think you even mentioned a point about being 50 years old and you got to ask to take time off of your job. Who wants to do that?
Nobody. At 50, nobody does. I mean, so like I said, so for me, it was about the freedom. And what I know is that with trading, there's no other game that you can play to where you can make it. So when I was in corporate America, just so you know, I mean, I wasn't no little boy in corporate America. Like, I worked at some of the most prestigious companies at some of the highest levels.
Really?
Yeah, I was an executive at LVMH, that's Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy Group. I was I was an executive for Macy's Logistics and Operations, Herald Square, which is the largest retail store in the world. That was part of my responsibility when I was there. Yeah, so I did all that. I made good money in corporate America and all that, but I was sacrificing too much time.
Yeah,
Right?
because that's like what 12 hours a day.
Easy.
Macy's.
Easy. Your associates are working 8 to 10, and you're going to be there an hour before them and an hour later. So
I'm
it's
straight
like,
on that.
you make this money, but it's like I appreciate my time too much. So there's nothing like when you get bit by that trade bug and you enter a trade, and in 5 minutes you made what you made in a 2-week, a bi-weekly paycheck. It changes the whole game. And so once you see that, a person like me is like, okay,
yeah,
I just made what takes me 80 hours worth of work in 5 to 15 minutes. Okay, I did this once. You know what? I see other people doing this. Hey, online, all these people that I see that move around here and just seem like they don't really have much stress, or they just got all their free time to themselves. They're eating at 11 o'clock in the afternoon. They're eating at 2 o'clock, 8 o'clock, they're working out. Like, what do these people do? They're traders. They're trading. So I'm the type of person that if I've done it once, I know I can do it again. And then I find out it's like, okay, people are doing this every day. I'm going to invest my time into figuring out how I can master this.
Right.
Instead of spending my time 12 hours every single day making somebody else rich.
So here's my biggest challenge with that is, and I heard it like on you can catch me on Clubhouse, y'all, as well. When the market goes sideways or down, you got to really know what you're doing and making money in that market. And that's where I go back to I just can't. It makes me itch, man. It just started making me itch, just knowing the fact that I could get wiped out in a trade and I'll be broke. I'm allergic to that.
Well, that you got to understand risk management. Okay, so yes, with options, anytime you can make a 500 to 1,000% gain in a few minutes,
then what?
You can actually lose money too. Okay, that's what you call volatility.
Okay.
If you can get a 10,000% gain in a few minutes, you could also lose everything in a few minutes. That's the volatility. But then there's investing. Okay, investing, you're not going to get wiped out at investing. Okay, there's not really any way that your investments can just go to zero if you're buying good companies.
Got it.
Now, yes, can there be times where your portfolio looks like shit? Absolutely. But I encourage people to zoom out. And what I mean by zoom out, if you're looking at your portfolio day over day,
yeah,
that is stressful.
Very stressful.
When it's not going your way.
Okay? Some people got them 401ks, and by the way, they ain't okay. Listen, y'all need to be looking at moving that money around. That money that's in them 401ks is dead money.
You have to understand the time frames. If you look at something on the day-to-day, it's going to look like shit. If you look at it from a month to month, it's probably going to look a lot better. If you look at things at year over year or decades over decades, then you see, hey, you know what? Yeah, this thing does move up and down on the daily, but when I zoom out 4 months at a time, it's actually huge gains. So when you're getting into investing, nothing should ever bother you. If it's bothering you, that means you've got too much money invested. You're playing with too much money.
Too much money, yeah. You're gonna be playing with bill money and stuff. I know even when it came to the punk, I put a couple dollars in it, and I ain't gonna lie, I just like looking at it.
Yeah, I mean, crypto is a whole.
But I ain't heard of it.
Yeah, crypto is a whole nother animal. But what people gotta understand is, especially black people, we are addicted to clinching on to this depreciating asset that's called the United States dollar. All we want to do is cuff it and say, oh, I need more of that. And it's a depreciating asset. Right? In the healthiest of economies, inflation is going to be 3%, which means that dollar, no matter what, is going to lose 3% of its value every single year.
Well, listen to that again. Hit that reset.
It's going to lose 3% of its value every year. So for simple math, if you got $100, your $100 next year is going to spend like $97.
I feel that.
Right?
I be seeing that. I feel it at the gas tank, and I feel it from year over year.
So look at us. We in our mid-40s, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, you don't give it too much.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm not ashamed of my age.
Right.
We're in our mid-40s. I'm living good, right? So look,
I know.
I can remember my granddad. He used to always say, "Well, I remember back in the day, you could buy a gallon of ice cream for $0.25."
Right.
Now, how much is a gallon of ice cream? Probably $8, right?
Yeah.
So in the grocery store now, it's about $8.
It's crazy.
A quarter 50 years ago.
And I don't see it going backwards.
But why is it never? Of course, it's gonna go backwards because the dollar's not designed to increase in value. The dollar is designed from its inception to lose 3% every single year.
Mm.
That's why over the course of 50 years, something can go from being costing a quarter to costing $8 because what you're trying to save, which is that money, buys less every single year, which is why we fast forward to cryptocurrency.
Uh-huh.
Cryptocurrency is like it's sound money, like Bitcoin is sound money, but it's hard coded, which means it can't be printed out of thin air like the United States dollar can, right?
Right.
The reason why these prices at the grocery store and this food and everything is so high right now is because just a couple years ago we printed $2 trillion out of thin air and gave everybody stimulus.
Now, having said that, that's where I kind of go forward again. What's something that we'll appreciate, and particularly in Detroit, for my investors that are overseas that have made investments in Detroit, those that are outside of the market, real estate has appreciated here in Detroit. That's why I like the real estate side, but I don't want to miss out on that next crypto boom where it's what was that, the Shibu coin, or what was that?
I mean, there's too many coins to name.
Well, that one popped, and everybody, when all our cousins started talking about it, they got
Dogecoin?
The Dogecoin,
Yeah,
right?
Dogecoin.
When that one popped, everybody was like, "Oh, crypto." But now that it ain't catchy no more, what I call the shiny object syndrome. Y'all be looking at them $1,000 houses, or y'all be looking at different crypto coins. That shiny object syndrome has went away now. So only the real movers and shakers are actually that's in crypto. They know what's going on, like you.
Real estate is a great way to build your portfolio slow.
Mm.
If you want to, it's a great way to build your portfolio slow.
I kind of differ with that.
If you want to make, when you look at the returns, if you want to make fuck you money, you invest in crypto. Okay, you make your money in crypto, and then you move that money into hard assets like real estate. Because there's not one house that you can buy for $1,000 that you could sell for $100,000 a month later. That happens every day in crypto. Coins go from 1,000 to 10,000, 100,000, $1 million. You know how many? I don't know one house that you could buy at $1,000 that 6 months later your 1,000 can become $1 million. That happens in crypto all the time. It happens in crypto all of the time, every single day. There's
we don't have $1,000 and you can go to.
No, you don't. But like I said, real estate it's a great way to get rich slow.
But I can't say slow 100% of the time. I can show you in case.
Not as fast as crypto. Okay.
Not as fast as crypto.
Okay. Faster than a lot of things, like working a job and saving your money for retirement. That's never gonna happen.
Can we agree that ain't a strategy no more? Though?
It's not
saving your money.
But that's what most black folks' strategy is saving the money.
Really?
How many black people do you know invest? How many black people do you know that have actual brokerage accounts? I don't know the statistics.
I think it's different
because
in our circle it's a little bit different.
That's our circle. I'm talking about. Look right outside.
The working normal.
We off of Grand River right now.
Well, everybody kind of got a 401k though.
No, they don't.
Really?
Most black people that work at a company that have 401k don't
take
everyone. Maybe the college educated people. That's not the most people. You think most of the people that work hourly wage actually give up 6%?
If you believe that, we in trouble.
I know it's for
a lot of poor people.
We've been in trouble. Why do you think we're in the situation we are now? It's because we don't know what to do with our money. We don't know how to invest our money. That's straight up fact. We save our money, and I've just explained to you that we're saving a depreciation. You're saving an asset that loses 3% every year at best.
We're going to have to come with some resources on that because I tend to believe that if you start up a new job at Ford, Lear, any of the big three, any of the tier 3 auto
go them and ask them the percentage of people that actually are in their 401k.
Everybody at least got a 401k though. but I'm not.
What are they contributing to it? 1%?
About normally, well, no,
It
you're right.
goes up to like 6%, right?
Yeah.
Most people have not figured out how to live and give up 6% of their income.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
Most people want 100% of their check. They don't think 3 years down the line or 10 years down the line. That's how you get rich when you're forward thinking. If you can think right now for 10 years.
Everybody wants the instant gratification.
Exactly.
The lifestyle.
Exactly.
The Gucci. I gotta have it now.
Right.
I mean, at one point I see you for a minute. You might be over here. You might be over there. I'm like, man, how is he wheeling and dealing and still moving and grooving? Like, you might be in Miami one weekend and the next. But our people want to live like that, but I know they don't have a bankroll.
Let me give you some game. Because a lot of people, I'm talking about saving money, and I know a lot of people like to waste money, and I'm going to give people a good reason. I'm going to show you how to waste money smartly.
Okay.
Since most people want to blow their money, here's how you blow money smart. A lot of the reason I got to where I am right now is because I spent money in a way that most people would not consider wise, but I always considered it wise. And what I mean by that is,
I mean, you bought your own house at what age?
First house I bought was 26, which isn't quite as impressive now, but back in the 90s, that's pretty.
That was big. At 26?
Yeah, we didn't have as many mechanisms to.
And you a black male too.
Yeah, black male.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. When I was young, I always wanted to ball, and there's nothing wrong with balling, but you got to know how to make the balling work for you, right? I would always stay at the nicest hotels. I would always spend my last dime on renting the flyest car in Miami. Okay. Because I knew, listen, if you go to Miami and you stay at the fucking Holiday Inn, who are you going to meet at the Holiday Inn that can change your life? Nobody. Because nobody that's got shit is staying at the Holiday Inn. But if you go to the One Hotel or the Faena or something like that, yeah, you might pay $1,000 a night. But I know that, okay, I'm paying $1,000 a night, but I'm surrounded by people that got something. I'm surrounded by people that might be able to change my life. Buy a first class ticket. Why not? Because you might be sitting next to somebody who might be able to do something for you. But if you're always sitting in coach, and when you go to Hertz and rent a Honda Accord, nobody's looking at your Honda Accord. But you might have $10 to your name, but you pull up in a Ferrari, everybody's looking at you. Who is this guy? And then you start getting into conversations and getting in circles. They might not know that you're broke.
Ooh, getting in circles.
You want to get in the circles.
The circles, yeah.
And figure out who I can meet and what can I do for this person. How can I make this person some money so he can make me some money? So you can spend your money foolishly if you have. It's not foolishly if you have a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to rent that Rolls Royce, go rent the Rolls Royce. But make sure that Rolls Royce does something for you.
I like that. I mean, your circles you keep. What they say, if you around 4 millionaires,
you're gonna be the fifth one.
You're gonna be the fifth one. If you around 5 broke people,
you're gonna be the sixth.
You're gonna be the sixth one. So I mean, that's where it goes. Because I even seen you a couple of times with some superstars out there, and I don't know. You was at one of the Miami restaurants where the steaks was like $100 or $500. What was that? I don't know the name of that restaurant.
Poppy Steak or something.
Yeah, that's where you want to be at, to meet some people, just to maybe you.
Yeah, I mean, like if you're gonna spend the money, like I say, spend it and make it work for you. Have a plan.
Have a plan.
I ain't never went and stayed at no bullshit because I just knew that staying around bullshit, I'm just gonna get into some bullshit. You're not gonna meet nobody that can ever do nothing for you because they ain't gonna be staying at no bullshit.
I like that.
And if you're sitting at a bar at a $500 to $1,000 a night hotel,
yeah,
everybody's looking at you just like you looking at other people. They don't know what you got in your pocket. They just know that you staying at this hotel. You must have it going on.
And you ain't gonna meet them people that's gonna be influential in a circle of influence that you want to get in at.
That ain't no regular shit.
That ain't gonna work either, or no regular stuff though. But shoot, I mean, you living. Some people just out here trying to survive at the same time. So man, I mean,
Listen, I just want to say this: being successful or accumulating wealth is not hard. For it, if you're able-bodied, if your mind works, your feet work, and your hands work, making money and living a comfortable lifestyle is very, very easy to do. But people don't want to make the sacrifices that it takes.
you think it's a sacrifice, or they don't know how? I think we
No,
need to,
no, 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 no.
or do we go back to education?
If you want to
Education.
get rich, you have to spend less. It's that simple.
They don't know.
If you want to get rich, you spend less. That's
Spend
all it
less?
is. You spend less. If you want
Or get more cash flow.
okay, listen. If you want to have more money, you have to desire less things. That's what people don't understand. Most black people don't have money because every time we get a little money, we want to go blow it. What do most of us do? We live for the weekend. We work. We can't wait till Friday to spend the $200 that we got at the club, buy some liquor, buy some clothes, buy some Jordans.
Nah, yeah.
Okay.
Jordans.
Whatever everybody's buying.
I can't get into that.
You can't get into that, but the way that you and I are not the typical.
And I got a couple of dollars, but I ain't buying Jordans.
But most people, when they get a couple of dollars, they want to spend it.
I bought a Michael Jordan card.
If I find 5 people out there and I give 5 of them $1,000,
yeah.
By the end of the week, most of them people, that $1,000 probably gonna be gone, and they're just gonna have something shiny to show for it. Maybe a nice.
But what could you do with $1,000 right now for them in a defense? How can they double up?
With $1,000?
1,000.
There's many ways that you can double up.
How? With 1,000? Please let me know.
You have to start somewhere.
What you gonna do? Have them go buy a vending machine?
No, I don't do vending machines. I mean, if you're asking me what to do, I'm going to tell you to trade it or invest with it or get some crypto with it and wait.
Okay, I can live with the trading aspect, but $1,000, you can't even get a little Johnny's ice cream.
$1,000 is a great start if you know what you're doing. If you spend $1,000 in my group today, you had an opportunity.
I know girls that blow money on $1,000 for eyelashes and hair. And make
that's girls.
Ain't that crazy?
But listen, we're not talking about girls because girls will always be taken care of by somebody.
Oh, I mean, that's a whole nother.
At the end of the day, a woman can spend her money however she wants to because women are taken care of. Boys, men is different. Nobody feels bad for a man that's broke.
I don't want to get too much off on a tangent because you kind of floating in, you floating out. Detroit. I know we only got a little limited time with you.
I got a flight in the morning.
You got a flight in the morning, and I got you on kind of grandpa hours, like what you kind of said earlier. But I did want to kind of start to wind down. I know you've been coming in out of Detroit. Tell us a little bit about what you've been witnessing here in Detroit. I mean, we just had the NFL draft. We set a record for that. I'm a big advocate for Detroit. I do a lot of business here on the real estate side. I'm big advocate, but I mean, you've been in Memphis, but you don't live here permanently,
right.
So you kind of like an outsider. So right. I mean, I notice you keep coming back, and you experiencing new stuff. I mean, if you want to put a couple plugs in for some stuff, because we getting ready to kind of wind on down.
No, I just think that for people out there that haven't been to Detroit, it's probably the best unknown city, right? We have everything here. You've got the water. You want the water? You got the water. We got Canada right across the bridge.
Yeah.
Summertime, beautiful weather, right? Good food, great parks. The riverfront is voted the #1 riverfront in all of the United States. So I honestly feel like Detroit is like Chicago, maybe in the late '80s, early '90s.
Okay, yeah, it is kind of coming around the corner.
Yeah, I think Detroit's in the next city, man. Because when you look at it, like, music has a lot to do with it, too. Right? And the music scene in Detroit now is on the map.
And don't forget about the Lions.
And
the Lions is
winning.
It's
a
Detroit
lot,
Lions.
Yeah, it's just a lot of good things going on in Detroit. But I think as far as with being black, the rap game is really Detroit and Memphis, the two cities I live in, right? I don't know why you're doing your face like that. The biggest artists in the world are out of Memphis and Detroit.
Yeah,
nobody can deny that.
They are, but Memphis got a little bit different type of atmosphere. We're gonna kind of leave it there.
I'm not
with the
comparing.
whole Gotti
thing.
You go get some cookies. You might come back as an artist, or you might get put in a casket.
Man,
or
that's
something.
anywhere,
I
man.
don't know. I
And
mean,
that
Detroit
situation is deeper than what most people know on the surface level. We're not gonna touch into that.
We ain't gonna get too heavy into that, but I'm glad you kind of coming in and out of Detroit. I think we got a lot of other things going for us. Something that we do need to work on, I think, is going to be the test case in Detroit, is really our school system. I think right now we're just about, and I have some resources that, for those of you all that have caught this podcast as it's developing, I have some more resources. But I want to say our school system is going to make or break this city eventually, because we have young professionals. It's a young professional city. We have young professionals that are actually in Detroit that are moving here, and we have some families. But the school system, we kind of got to get it above the bottom 50 percentile.
There's
right?
nothing's going to stop the Detroit Renaissance now. It's already in motion, right? And the money that's coming, listen, there's one thing that I know about big money. Big money is smart.
A lot of development. We got a lot of hotels.
Big money is smart, and the big money doesn't make commitments unless they know something.
I can't be remiss if I tip my hat to Mr. Dan Gilbert for everything that he's done here. And I don't give a care what some folks might say, what Dan Gilbert get for his tax break. That's right, give him tax breaks, because guess what? He paying your taxes in your neighborhoods as well too, for some of these houses that we trying to save. That's right. He has a fund that he pays property taxes for as well. Not to mention he brought his businesses down here. So I'm kind of excited about it. For you to continue to keep coming back here. Also, regarding other developments, we're gonna have that Hudson site here as well, and the boulevards is getting ready to get set off, the neighborhoods, the whole 9 yards. I want to give a shout out before I forget of other things that are taking place in Detroit besides the riverfront. Shout out to Smokey G's. Don't forget to go to 2670 Atwater Street if you're looking for a quiet family atmosphere and some really good food to actually check out as well too.
And digitaldollarstrading.com. If you want to tap in, you want to learn how to make some money, we do long-term investment, we do options trading, we do crypto, and just overall finance. If you want to become more well-rounded and smart with your money, just consider reaching out.
Yeah, especially for you people. Something else I want to piggyback on our friends that's in Atlanta, Texas, elsewhere. Y'all just heard it from the guy right here. He floats in and out from Memphis. Y'all come on up and visit Detroit, get your piece of property, or buy some Bitcoin. You know, we're gonna continue to talk about these subject matters. We don't have too much time tonight, but we're gonna come on back with another segment. Hey, if y'all listening to this, tune in to IG as well for Digital Dollars. They can reach you which way?
At @DigitalDollars_trades.
Okay. And then don't hesitate to also chip in at Instagram and visit me at It's Michigan Real Estate. That's ITS_Michigan Real Estate. It's been nice having you, Mr. Digital Dollars, tonight. And we're going to keep this show rolling. Take care.
Oh.